Hello and welcome to our 2020 Summer Virtual Campus Update for our Tufts Pre-College Intensive Coding 101. We're thrilled that you're joining us today to learn more about how we're transforming one of our top summer programs for high school students into a virtual campus. My name is Ariana Wilson and I'm the Director of Pre-College Programs at Tufts University's University College. As we all know, this has been a very difficult few months for all of us, and with that in mind, we wanted to take this time to show you that even though our platform must change, we're still excited to bring you the award-winning academics of Tufts University in our pre-college virtual campus this summer. I'm here with my pre-college teammates who I'll let introduce themselves.
Hello, my name is Tara Pope. I'm the Marketing Director for Pre-College Programs here at Tufts, and I'm responsible for getting the word out about all of our exciting summer programs. I'm excited to be here with all of you today, and we are ready for all of your questions as we dig into our Coding 101 Intensive Pre-College program.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sally Kim, and I'm the Program Administrator for Pre-College Programs, responsible for managing Coding 101, engineering, and the Engineering Design Labs intensives, as well as the Tough Summer Research Experience and the Mini Med School Intensive. I'm looking forward to taking you through our program and all the details today.
Hi, everybody. My name is David Zabner, and I'm going to be the instructor for the Coding 101 program. I just finished up a master's in computer science here at Tufts and have 6 years of experience working at startups as a software engineer, as well as training software engineers technically and otherwise to work at startups with me. And I'm super excited to be teaching the class this summer.
Thanks, guys. We are excited to have you all here and you all to join us for this brief presentation and opportunity to ask questions about our Coding 101 program this summer. We're going to begin today by giving you a brief overview of how the virtual campus will work and what programs updates have been made to change to the virtual platform. Then we'll take you through the program highlights as well as exciting virtual social engagement for these sessions. In addition, we'll share details on our application process, deadlines, and policies. If you have any questions throughout the presentation, you're welcome to post them in the Q&A section of your screen, and we'll answer as many as we can during our session. If we don't get to your question, we'll answer you over after the open house, but we will allot plenty of time after we go over the details to allow you to ask questions that you have.
Great, thanks, Ariana. As you all prepare for your summer 2020 virtual campus experience with us, we want you to remember, even though our programs all need to move online this summer, you can still expect the same world-class academics that you would with any course or program at Tufts University. As well, thanks to our virtual campus and online tools, you will still be able to develop those lifelong friendships with peers from around the globe. Our faculty, staff, and pre-college team have made it our priority to transform these programs, including the same engaging content students and parents alike would expect from a summer program at Tufts. And you can do it all from the comfort of your own home, from anywhere in the world, live on your screen.
Now let's dig a little bit deeper into our Coding 101 intensive. Coding 101 is a 3-week program which runs from July 12th through July 31st. I'm now going to turn it over to our coding instructor, David, who will review program information and program highlights.
Right. So this intensive is going to equip high school students with in-demand programming skills needed to build apps and solve real-world problems. We're also going to spend a lot of time focusing on what's called computational literacy, which is the ability to use computation and programming to solve problems in like non-computation spheres. Students will learn and expand their knowledge of the coding language Python, which is possibly the most popular programming language in use today. It's used really heavily for web and software development, as well as desktop graphic and user interfaces. And it's used very heavily in fields like data analysis and data modeling. It is a critical component of websites like Reddit, YouTube, and Instagram. And although Coding 101 is intended mainly for students with little to no background in coding in Python, I personally have a lot of experience in managing classes with wide ranges of skill levels, and I'm going to do my best along with our TAs to provide important and interesting challenges to all of our students. As programming and computer science are a new and growing literacy that will help you navigate and explore almost any field of human activity, students will participate in daily virtual classes that are going to be supplemented with skill building modules on specialized skills like data analysis and security, human computer interaction, and computer aided art. Students should expect to gain insights into computing and grow skills through individual and small group-based daily challenging activities. Additionally, a speaker series we have that we're setting up and an introduction to application development is going to provide the tools, creativity, and expertise needed to develop a new application, which will be useful for the last week of our program. The last week will offer the students the chance to apply what they've learned as they focus on designing, creating, and pitching their own application, which they will demo to a group of their peers, as well as Tufts faculty and staff. Upon successful completion of the program, students will receive a Tufts pre-matriculation credit for their work. So here we have a sample schedule of what students can expect as part of the Coding 101 intensive virtual campus. Each day we're going to start off with a new module, which is going to involve some lecture and some in-class practice, consisting of practical skills, followed by a hands-on activity which applies those concepts. The first week, we're going to really be focusing on the basic programming building blocks in Python and setting up our computing environment and learning about computing environments. In the second week, if you don't mind jumping forward, we're going to spend a lot of time focusing on how to build a web server, how to store data in a database, and things like that. And then in the final week, we're going to work on program design and how to build a program. Most of the days are going to follow kind of a similar schedule, so we can stay here on week 3 and look at any of these days. You'll see that in the morning, 9 a.m. to 10:15 Eastern, we're going to be doing some lectures, learning new content. We're going to have a break, possibly 10:15, possibly multiple earlier or later. I'm a really big believer in flexibility and that spending more than 45 minutes sitting makes all the blood drain out of your head. So, but after some breaks, we'll be sure to do some more content, some more lectures, some more activities. After lunch, we're going to have what's called a skills building module. Those are going to be a mix of different things. Oftentimes, we're going to do small activities to learn like a more specific skill in Python, separate from just the general programming things, whether that be data analysis or an introduction into web development, or spending time learning how Python can be used to program robots. We're going to be kind of doing those types of things. Occasionally, those will also be time with Tufts professors or with Tufts graduate students explaining their research. Then we're going to have more than just from 3 to 3:45 p.m. or 3 to 5, it looks like. We're going to try and have a lot of time that we have teaching assistants available. We know that students are spread out all over the world. And so we're going to try to have as many hours a day with teaching assistants available as possible. And we'll have lots and lots of time to work on homework and to work on the final project. I'm going to send it back to you, Sally.
Yep. So, thinking ahead, the undergraduate experience really wouldn't be complete without the social aspects of a collegiate experience. Although this summer our socializing will be through screens and through other virtual experiences, our Coding 101 students will still have the opportunity to get to know other pre-college students from across the country and also around the world. Our teams are super hard at work creating and building virtual social activities in the evenings and on the weekends for our Coding 101 2020 students to enjoy and create lasting relationships with fellow high schoolers. Things such as morning meetups, trivia nights, lunch and learns, wellness clubs, and game nights are just some of the things that we are planning for you, so you can really connect with other students not only in your program, but across all of our other program offerings this year. In addition to the online application that you'll need to complete should you decide that Coding 101 is a program for you, This program also does require a transcript, one letter of recommendation, and a parent permission form. Now, students will be asked to fill out a brief survey indicating their past experience with computers and coding as well. Please submit all of your materials via email to precollege@tufts.edu. And if you cannot submit by email, please reach out to us and we will work with you to find another solution.
So just regarding logistical things, deadlines, and policies, currently all completed applications are due by May 1st, and your course deposit will be due 10 days post-admit to reserve your seat. Please do remember our pre-college programs tend to fill up fast, so the sooner you complete your application, submit the deposit, the better. For all your policy questions or program details, you can visit our website at precollege.tufts.edu or feel free to email us anytime at precollege@tufts.edu. Yeah, thanks guys, and thanks for joining us again for the brief overview. We've designed this session to really focus on the questions that you all have who will be participating in the program or who are interested. We'll spend the remainder of time answering questions as well as other frequently asked questions about our program. We've been taking notes of questions throughout the presentation, but again, please post on the Q&A section of your screen and we'll get through as many as we can. And also, if we don't get to your question or you come up with something after the presentation, we'll be on it, answering you via email or via phone. Our contact information is on the screen and we have people answering at all times.
Thanks, Ariana. So the first question I hear a lot is what is happening? What about our supplemental materials like parent permission form, transcripts, letters of recommendation? How do we find these materials or what is the best way to submit them? Sally.
Yep. So I can definitely touch on that a little bit. So upon submission of your application, first, the parent permission form will be emailed to the parent or guardian that you list on your application. Your parent will just need to follow the link that is in this email to grant you permission. If your parent does not receive the parent or guardian does not receive the parent permission email within about 24 hours of submitting your application, please contact us at precollege@tufts.edu. But please do note that sometimes it does take our system about 24 hours to generate and then send out that email to your parent or guardian after your application submission. Now, with your transcripts, we do require transcripts to be emailed to precollege@tufts.edu by either an administrator or a counselor from your high school. Per university and pre-college programs policy, we are not allowed to accept transcripts that are emailed by students or by parents. The transcript absolutely needs to come from your high school. If they are not able to email it to us, or for some extenuating circumstance you are having a lot of issues with submitting your transcript or having your school send over your transcript, please contact us and we will again work with you to find the best possible solution to get all of your materials in on time. And lastly, with your letter of recommendation, you will indicate the person by name and email address that you wish to write your letter of recommendation within your application. As soon as you do so, an email will be sent to your recommender asking them to submit their letter, and they must follow the link in the email in order to fill out a short form and also upload their letter of rec. If your recommender does not receive an email from us, please let us know again as well, and we will definitely work with you and your recommender to make sure that the letter of recommendation is submitted as well.
Great, thanks, Sally. Another live question I see is what is the class size? Is this something you can answer, David?
I don't know off the top of my head. I think we're somewhere around 20 at the moment. Sally might know better than I do.
The current class, I think we might need a little bit more specification as to what you might be asking for. So if the student who asked that question could just specify a little bit, are you asking about like the total number of participants in the program, or like specific small breakout group sizes? Because obviously those numbers are going to differ significantly depending on what you're specifically looking for. But as of right now, I can tell you how many students are currently enrolled in Coding 101, but David might have a better idea of sizes that you should expect to see maybe in your day-to-day, like small group, um, daily challenges, or the group building, or like the skill building activities by group. So let's see.
Yeah, so for those skill building activities by group, I'm really hoping to put people into groups of between 2 and 4. And those are definitely going to, given the realities of the situation, those are most likely going to be decided by time zone. So although the kind of like the lecture portion of the class is going to be in real time, so we're going to expect people to be attending at 9 a.m. Eastern probably, although we might, I think we're still maybe working on the schedule a little bit to see, depending on where students are, to make sure that that's as comfortable a time for everyone as it can be. The group activities, to the best of our ability, we're going to have them be based on where students are, and we're going to organize students to work with other people in their time zone.
Great. Thanks, David. And I think that answers one of the other live questions I had. How does California time affect the class? Are there different classes? And we just talked through that.
Yeah, so I'll reiterate on that one. The assumption is we expect students to attend the live lectures, regardless of where in the world we are. But we're definitely going to be doing our best to support students who might be struggling with that. But the assumption is definitely that everyone will be in class every day all together. We think it's really, really important for the kind of virtual experience and for the experience of being a student at Tufts, that you be, even if not physically present together, at least all virtually present together at once. And so that's why.
Thanks, David. So another question is, how will the financial aid process work, and are there any changes due to the virtual campus for summer 2020? Sally, do you want to take this one?
Sure. So the financial aid process hasn't changed since our announcement to a virtual experience for all of our summer programs this year. We still have a pretty limited amount of scholarships that we distribute on a need-based, first come, first served basis. Students can find the financial aid application on each program-specific page of the website, and they can submit their financial aid application to precollege@tufts.edu. Additionally, if you complete your admissions agreement form on your application portal, you can also indicate your interests in a financial aid application, and more information can be sent to you that way. But that is but the admission agreement form will come to you after you have been admitted into the program that you have applied for. So just as a little heads up there. We will award scholarships on a monthly basis until all of our scholarship funds have been distributed. And once you've sent in your financial aid application, we will be in contact with you throughout the process regarding the status of the aid allocation. Once you are accepted into the program, you will still receive automated emails telling you to submit your deposit and to pay your tuition. But if you have applied for a scholarship, you will not need to pay the deposit until you've heard about aid. Your acceptance will still stand.
Thanks again for joining us today. I would encourage you to head over to the website at precollege.tufts.edu out the Coding 101 page. Also, you can view all of our other pre-college programs and what we have to offer throughout the summer for high school students there as well. Also, as a reminder, you're always welcome to call or email us with further questions, and we hope to see you soon virtually in Coding 101. Thanks and have a great day.